Welcome, friends, to the weekly outlook on Bitcoin. I hope you're all keeping safe. Look, things have changed since last week, which is really good because we're starting to get this. We're starting to get this bearish divergence here now. I'm still looking for this low down here to be broken. We're getting this bearish divergence in here, which is great. It's looking like this is corrective in here. So I'm looking for, like, this could just give us some sort of an ending diagonal in here or something. And but eventually this will fall over. So, so we do get something like this. Something like ending diagonal or some ending sort of a pattern up here. We get that trend line break, we get that bear flag, and we all can trade this, and we're looking for this low to be broken. I'm not really looking for this 100 fib to be hit in the C wave. This is the invalidation point for it. If price does come and break this top up here, the chances of hitting this low down here are very slim, if not impossible. So as long as we're in here, in around this area, we're going to go and break that low, as long as this top here holds. So if we go down onto the H1, so H4 is quite good because we do have that bearish divergence starting to form. We did get that higher high with the spike up. We just got to have a look to see what's going on in here. And we can see that we're getting a larger correction. So we're getting a larger correction in here. We got a WXY up. We don't have any bearish divergence, and we're getting a larger correction in here. I'll remove that. So if we look at this, we can call this the B wave because in here we got a very choppy move in here. So we can look at this as a B wave. So we've got an A, B, and we should get a C down. And then we'll get the A, B, C. And then we get an A, B, C, completing this. And then we get the larger A, B, and the C. We don't know where this C wave will end. But when we do get, we'll be able to draw a trend line, and we get that trend line break, and we get that bear flag or a bear correction in here, and then we go look to sell to break the low. Now in here it's going to be quite difficult to trade because of the way the price action is, because this is our B wave in, like, because this is the choppiest wave in here. So this is our B wave. We got an A, B. Hopefully this goes and breaks this low here. So we get an A, a B, and a C, and then we get the A, B, C, a larger A, B, C, and then we get that A, B, C, larger A, B, C. So this could become quite complex in here, and it's going to be reasonably hard to trade for newer traders. If we get this down here and breaks this low, you're going to have to be careful. If price does come down and breaks this trend line, you're going to have to be very careful, because price more than likely will just go straight back up above the trend line, give us a bullish flag in here, and then you can look for that buy to break this top here, because as soon as we get this top here broken, we're going to start to get, even though this is a larger correction, we're going to get that bearish divergence in here. We're going to start getting that bearish divergence on the H1. So how you can trade this, you really need to wait for this low here to be broken, draw the trend line, wait for the breakout, a flag or a correction in here, and then you can buy, keeping your stops tight, because we're going against the trend. On the H4, we're looking for that sell to break the low still. So you will be trading against the trend if you're looking for the buys. All your buys will just be scalps. So you have to keep tight stop losses, and as soon as this top here gets broken, you definitely want to be at break even, and or even take half off and just ride the rest of it up. Take half off at the break of the top here, move to break even, and just see how far this C up goes. We don't know how far no one knows how far the C up will go. So we just got to wait. If we do get something like this, you can take the buy. But the larger trade, I dare say we will get it. We didn't really, last week there was really nothing, because, I mean, you could have taken this, but yeah, there was really nothing solid to trade last week on Bitcoin. So this week you might get a few nice scalps. Like I said, if we get this down here, breaking this low, trend line break, flag or a correction in here, you can take that buy, moving to break even, at least moving to break even when this top gets broken. Now we can get an A, B, C. So yeah, the larger trade, and we may even get it this week, if we get that higher high here, we get that larger move down, the correction, and then we can all sell that. That's going to be the safest option, this trade here. This one here is going to be more for the experienced traders, because you're really going to have to move to break, keep a tight stop loss, and move to break even. This one here is going to be the safest option. And then once all this is over, once the H4 low is broke, this is going to be a great buy. You know, once we get whatever happens in here, we get this move up here, we get the correction, we get the sell. As soon as this low here gets broken, we're going to get that. We're going to get that bullish divergence. So once we get this low broken, then we can start to look for buys. That won't be this week, and it may be a few weeks away. It could be a month away. We don't know how far this one here will go down. We know that we're expecting this low here to be broken, but we don't know how far this wave down here will go. So that's pretty much covers Bitcoin for this week, how you can trade it. It's a lot better trading week this week. You'll be able to trade it this week. You'll be able to scalp that buy up, and if we get that that sell on it, you might be able to get into the sell as well this week. It'll be you only get into the sell at the end of the week, or even maybe next week you'll get the sell on it. But it'll depend on how far this C wave up here goes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see me cover a different pair, let us know, and I can get that organised. Keep safe out there, and I'll see you all next week.